Hi, my name is Susanna Mills, and I'm the Editor-in-Chief of the American Philatelist Society. This is the March issue. The March issue is a reboot, remix. It's one more time around on the art and design of stamps. Last September, we did all about stamps and stamp designers. You all loved it. I got 3 or 4 emails pretty much right away with folks either asking for more or offering to write their own articles on different topics of stamp design. So we said, why not? And so here for March, we have for you The Art of Stamps. I'm calling it, this is hands down my favorite cover of the American Philatelist ever. Certainly that I've been involved with. Here it is. We weren't sure at first which way we were going to go. So we were thinking we might go more of an Art Deco route because there is a feature article about Art Deco in that movement on stamps in this issue. But then we decided to go with more of a watercolor style for the cover, which is based off the artwork of Jean-Michel Fallon, who was a Belgian artist and stamp designer for many different countries. So we picked one of our favorite stamp issues from that article, and Chad, who's our graphic designer, he set it up as if this is the art space, the table that the painter is working on. And we decided, like, what if he spilled his paint water and it's going across the page, and what if there are all the smudges from his work? And when we see the American Philatelist, that's also painted in watercolor. So yes, the end result is this. It looks very real, very lived in workshop space. Obviously, it made the cover. We love Jean-Michel Fallon, this article. This was a favorite just because I loved the art so much, which is really exciting to be able to celebrate the beautiful design aspects that go into the stamps themselves. Like I also mentioned, we have an article about the Art Deco movement. This is one of my favorite art movements, which came from France and then pretty much swept the world, was huge in architecture, in like industrial and technical design, as well as being featured on, Vogue, Vanity Fair, furniture. There are all these places that you would see Art Deco's influence, and of course that includes stamps. So this was a wonderful article that spanned many years and countries in looking at this art movement. Yeah, so those are just 2 of the ones that we really enjoyed, but there are several more articles about various stamp designers showing off this art of stamp design. So I hope you enjoy it. It's tax season. Yay! So we're all excited about tax season. And actually back in December, we published a letter to the editor that was from an APS member who was wondering how to incorporate sales from his stamps into his taxes. And we heard back from 2 professional CPAs, that's Edward Mendelowitz and Marianne Reyes, and they wrote an article based off of their many, many years of experience as tax professionals to give collectors advice about everything they need to know about taxes as related to collectibles, and that's not just stamps, but it could be anything that you collect. So this article will be very helpful for you this year. You should also cut it out, download it, and save it for next year. They give really great advice, and it's advice that you can trust. Well, how could I walk out of this room without telling you about Stamp Ed, which is here. Stamp Ed is finally here. Stamp Ed is now available at www.stamped.pub. Yeah, we're so excited. It's got 52 great pages of content, 3 sections: Design Ed, Connect Ed, and Skill Ed. So we've got articles about the art of stamps. We've got an interview with Kira Sabine, who is an artist, a competitor in the duck stamp competition. We've got an article about thermochromic ink on stamps, like you would have seen in 2017. There's a USPS issue where the image changed if you applied heat to the stamp. We've got an article from our very own Nora Bryson all about the state of counterfeits of U.S. postage in this country right now, which is pretty dire. So that's just a taste of what Stamp Ed has to offer. We poured our hearts and souls into this, and we are so happy that it's now ready for you to read. Thank you for supporting us.